Kabam just posted this on the forums that they're going to be auto-opening old crystals, and there's actually a ton of crystals. Starts right here with the, all incursion crystals before August 30th, and there's this gigantic list that if you actually want to read it all for yourself, I mean, you can, but I'm not going to be going through it myself here. I did, however, look for certain crystals. If we type in egg, well, you can find some eggs that are going to be getting popped open: the cracked egg, the rotten egg, and the scrambled egg. And this is actually not Kabam's first time opening up these crystals, believe it or not. They did this 2 years ago. And at the time, I didn't make a video about it. And I basically said during live streams that I wasn't going to let Kabam pop these crystals open. Now, of course, I can't actually stop Kabam from doing anything. But figured I would now share with you guys a little bit of a story about what I meant back then, and one of the biggest failures of this channel outside of the website, of course, was never making this certain video that I had a vision for. So a buddy of mine, he was on American Ninja Warrior a few times, and I guess the way to get on the show is you have to submit these videos. You can see here this submission video. This is the one that he made for 2013. And you have to show off like your strengths or whatever, and then also just a little bit of personality about yourself. So, he tried to turn it into a funny video here, incorporating some ninja-like things in his video, of course. And you see this sword right here that he's using to chop this carrot or open up this beer. I wanted to borrow that sword from him. And then at the time, there was also the chair in game. The chair was used as an NPC that was kind of there to, advance the story along. I don't know. The devs, they were just having a really good time with it, it seemed. Where, yeah, you could see this is normally where some other character would pop up and start talking to you, right? They even had a profile picture that you can get for 150 units for the chair. It is actually in Marvel here, in like the Marvel wiki. You could learn more about the chair. And yeah, man, they even had like a little Twitter campaign going for it here, where artists spent real time crafting this beautiful picture with this chair. So what I wanted to do was take my buddy's ninja equipment, especially that sword, kind of get like some war paint going on my face or something, and just have like this crazy scene of me basically holding the chair hostage so that Kabam would not touch my crystals. And I was really going to go all out for this one because we were actually moving apartments at the time, and we had an entire just empty room in the apartment that we were currently in because we had all that stuff packed away already. And I was just going to put the chair like in the center of the room, completely shut off all the lights, and just have like a spotlight on the chair. And then just in like a total psychotic way, just look like I'm like torturing the chair or something like that, man. It was gonna be ridiculous. Either people were gonna find it funny, like I was imagining it to be, or people were gonna think that I had issues and that somebody should probably come and arrest me. But I thought it was gonna be great, man. I was even looking into getting like a smoke machine, getting some other equipment. I didn't have a chair to begin with, so I was like going to the local store, looking around at chairs. But I really wanted to do it, man. I really wanted to just go all out with this stupid idea. And just like last time, Kabam, they're not going to give a date, an exact date for when they're opening up the crystals. So when they posted all this info last time around, it was like a race against the clock to get all this stuff together. And ultimately, it was probably like 2 weeks or something like that before the crystals vanished off of my account, sadly, and I never even got to pop them open in a video or anything like that, because I was gonna actually pop them open in a video after recording all this other stuff, but I couldn't do it in time. Like I said, we were actually moving apartments, and we were in a bit of a bad situation in this other apartment. The apartment that I'm in today is the second apartment that we've had since moving across country from New Jersey to Washington State. And when you make that big of a move, you know, this is thousands of miles between them. You don't have an opportunity to go there and just like scout ahead, like, oh yeah, let me see how this area is. You're just kind of hoping for the best, man. We were looking at like Google Images on, you know, Google Maps, the aerial views, and just reading reviews and things like that. That was the best we can hope for, really. And you know, it's within our price range. There's only like 3 places that we could actually move to. So this place accepted us. So we started packing our things, got a U-Haul, went across country to our new apartment. And the apartment itself, it wasn't that bad. The walls were pretty much paper thin, so you could hear absolutely everything that your neighbors are doing. I mean, that's the apartment life. Most apartments are like that, unfortunately. And it wasn't until like a few months in we realized just how sketchy of a place it was. And towards the end, when we were trying to get out of there, it was getting super sketchy. You know, like we found a gun in the bushes right outside of our place. One day there was a guy just beating on our door harder than I've ever heard anyone beat on a door before. In the middle of the night, woke us up. You know, calling the cops and everything like that. Just thinking like, man, let me grab a weapon to try to defend myself. Like this was what was going on. There was also people that were there with like the little anklets, whatever, that the house arrest anklets. Our next door neighbors, there were cars that were just coming and going like crazy. We're thinking like, it's got to be a drug dealer, man. Why is there so many people coming and going, you know? But anyway, so we were just trying to get out of there as fast as possible. And I still wanted to record this video at the time, but there was just too many things going on, you know? So at the end of the day, couldn't actually make the video. Figured I'd share the story with you guys at least. As for what I'm gonna do this time, well, I'm not gonna make a crazy video like that, but I am gonna go through this list and figure out which crystals I have to pop open. Actually, I'll probably just include it in like a massive crystal cleanup video, and just make sure that I pop open all the crystals that are actually included in here. As far as the egg goes, if you notice the cracked egg, the rotten egg, and scrambled egg, if we look at those in game, those eggs, they're all for Venom the Duck. The other eggs, the egg that is named the Universe Egg because it contains the entirety of the universe. It's actually it's hidden. The universe is hidden inside of a Howard the Duck egg. So this is that egg right here, and it is safe. It's only the, you know, the Venom the Duck equivalents that are going away. These were imposters anyways. As cool as Venom the Duck is, I mean, he just put it out there to try to trick Kabam into thinking that this was where the universe was. But anyway, yeah, I don't really have a problem with this. I don't know, people think that because I hoard crystals or whatever that this bothers me. It doesn't really bother me. It would suck if they took away the egg, but at the end of the day, Kabam is doing this because it's taking up space in their database, and they need to clear it out. There's a lot here that they can get rid of, and hopefully just improve the game in some way. So yeah, I don't really care that Kabam's doing this, but wanted to share the story with you guys, and yeah, hopefully you enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care.